Welcome back. Are France and Haiti finally turning the page on their complicated past? Well, French President Nicolas Sarkozy has visited Port-au-Prince, bringing with him a plan to rebuild the country 1 month after the devastating earthquake that left more than 200,000 people dead. Sarkozy is the first European head of state to visit Haiti since the disaster, and surprisingly, he is the first ever French leader to travel to Haiti since the country's independence 200 years ago. As the former colonial power in Haiti, France has had a difficult relationship with the Caribbean island, and many Haitians are still angry about the compensation paid to Paris in 1825 in exchange for the island's independence. Now, in fact, many consider French colonies to be fully responsible for destroying Haiti's economic system. So, does this visit by President Sarkozy mark a new start of relations between France and Haiti? Well, joining us for tonight's focus on France 24 is Olivier Hotel, researcher and lecturer here in Paris, and from Ottawa in Canada, Haitian historian Jean Saint-Vil. Before we start discussing, thank you both for being on the program. Before we start discussing this report by France 24's Shana Bhattacharya on France's uneasy legacy in Haiti.
Never had a French president visited the former colony in over 200 years of independence. 1 month after a massive earthquake destroyed Haiti's already weak infrastructure, killed at least 210,000 people, left countless Haitians injured for life, and more than 1 million homeless. Nicolas Sarkozy's presence was a highly symbolic one. In his address from the compound of the French embassy in Port-au-Prince, Sarkozy saluted the long and rocky road of Franco-Haitian relations.
Il ne s'agit pas seulement dans mon esprit de tourner le dos au passé.
In my mind, this visit isn't just about turning our backs on the past, one of a rich communal history, but also a history filled with pain. Let's be honest, our presence here did not leave only good memories. The wounds of colonialism, and perhaps worse, the conditions of the separation, left scars that are still present today in the memory of the Haitian people.
France established the colony of Saint-Domingue, modern Haiti, at the end of the 17th century. The western half of the island of Hispaniola quickly became France's cash cow colony, thanks to around 400,000 African slaves working on sugar, coffee, and indigo plantations. Revolted by their working conditions and inspired by the French Revolution, Haitians won the first modern war of independence in 1804, led by former slave Toussaint Louverture. But French King Charles X only recognized Haiti 21 years later in 1825 and demanded the young nation pay the price for humiliating its former colony in the form of 90 million francs in gold. Today, that adds up to more than 16 billion euros. Compared to that sum, Haiti's 56 million euro debt towards France is a drop in the bucket. Many Haitians say that historic payment is at the root of their poverty. It's also the seed of uneasy relations well into the 21st century. Only time will tell whether Sarkozy's visit will constitute a turning point in this troubled history.
Well, France and Haiti's uneasy relationship in focus tonight. My guests are Olivier Hotel, researcher and lecturer at Paris 13 University here in France, and also joining us live from Ottawa in Canada, Haitian historian Jean Saint-Vil. Thank you both for being with us on Focus. Olivier, let me start with you here in the studio. Nicolas Sarkozy's trip to Haiti, again, we've said, is the first by a French leader since the country gained its independence 200 years ago, which is extraordinary when you think about it. You know, when you think about how often French leaders have traveled to former colonies, why did it take so long to go back? How do you explain this long period of no relations, it seems?
Well, you were talking about an easy relationship, really, and I do think that what's happening now, it's a historical moment. I mean, at last, France has recognized that they need Haitians, they need Haiti, so I think we should dwell on that part, really.
Jean Saint-Vil, let me turn to you. Do you agree that this is a historic moment and perhaps could turn the page in Haiti and France's relations?
It could, but there's no guarantee of that. And I believe it's the response of the people of France and the people of Haiti that is going to guarantee that. Because, of course, the politicians already have their script written for them, and it will be, maximum damage control. What is important is that for the first time, French people are learning about the history of how France became so rich and how Haiti became so impoverished. And people around the world are learning that history, and it's becoming possible for people to understand the context of how Haiti became so impoverished as opposed to, for instance, the Dominican Republic.
So you blame France, the former colonizer, for the current situation that Haiti is in?
It's not a matter of blame. It's a scientific fact that France collected from 1825 to 1947 the equivalent of $40 billion from an impoverished population. There's no way you can build your infrastructure that way. And you need to also realize that the period that Haiti was suffering against racial slavery is exactly the period of the Industrial Revolution, from the 1560s to the early 1900s. That's when Europe developed itself on the backs of Africans. And there's a lot of emphasis on France. We need to also realize that France did not do this alone. They got help from their cousins in the United States.
Okay, do you agree with this, Olivette?
Well, yes and no, really. I think we need to be really careful and cautious when we're talking about, the legacy and what happened in France. I do understand that, obviously, Britain, France, and other Europeans owe their fortune to what they've been doing in the past. They owe their fortunes to the Caribbean, to America, to Africa. But saying that France owes its wealth to Haiti, it's a bit too much. I mean, I think we need to qualify that, really.
All right, well, Jean Saint-Vil, there seems to be nonetheless a will, it seems, on both sides to start afresh. Is this still possible today, in your opinion, or is it too late because Haiti is more turned towards the United States now?
No, again, I'll clarify that I'm not talking about Haiti as an island. These Africans were Africans without land. It doesn't matter whether they were enslaved in Haiti, in Jamaica, or anywhere else. The European powers built their riches on the back of Africans. That's an historical fact.
Right, but talking about the Haitian-Franco relationship more specifically, though, talking about the Haitian relationship with France, that's what we're discussing tonight, more specifically about that. Do you think these two countries can hit the restart button?
I will again repeat that in 1805, the French Foreign Minister, Prince Charles Talleyrand, wrote to the U.S. Saying that the existence of the Negro people in arms is a terrible threat for all white nations. And that's when the United States imposed an embargo on Haiti. Those plantations of coffee, cocoa, or sugar, you cannot do anything else but trade. And if you don't have anybody to trade with, Haiti was, for the longest time, the only place in all of the Americas where an African person was not a slave. So yes, the relationship can change, but people are going to have to gather the courage to look at history with facts.
Do you think, briefly, do you think France should apologize to Haiti? Is that what Haitians are expecting, you think?
We don't need apologies. We want $40 billion that was stolen so that we can invest it in building our infrastructure. There's the French politician, Louis Salas de Molin, who said that the Africans are not angels.
Right.
We have mouths, we eat, we need our resources. We don't need apologies. France needs to yes.
Yes, just one last question. We're running out of time, unfortunately. Yes. Olivette, France has announced today 326 million euros for reconstruction for Haiti. Is this enough as a Haitian? Do you think this is going to be enough?
I think it's a good start, really, and I think it's a great gesture. And I do believe that it's a great start for Haiti and for France as well, because we do know about the fact, we do know about the history, but now we need to turn to the future, really, and start, actually looking at what's happening now, emergency help, education, and building the country instead of dwelling on the past. The past is important, but we need to go forward, really.
All right, thank you so much for speaking to us. Thank you both for being on Focus tonight. That's unfortunately all the time we've got. More news coming up very shortly. Stay with us.